Just like that, one of the shortest regular seasons ever is already over for softball and tennis, and the end is coming quickly for other spring sports. Here is a look at how things stand. Softball. Even in a compressed season, the softball teams expected to set the pace in Class 4A did just that. Now, the section playoffs await. Class 4A's no. 1 ranked team, Prior Lake, compiled an 18-2 record and a perfect 13-0 mark in the South Suburban Conference behind arguably the best pitcher in the Metro, Kaylee Alstrom. The Lakers justified their lofty ranking with a 3-1 victory over number 2 ranked Forest Lake on Friday. They earned the top seed in the Section 2 playoffs, 1 spot ahead of Chanhassen, which has won the Section 3 consecutive years. Buffalo has flex offensive muscle all season, scoring in double figures 9 times. Shortstop Emily Hansen has driven the Bison's scoring machine with her intimidating bat. Hansen, a University of Minnesota signee, has 15 home runs, 1 shy of the state record for a single season. Buffalo, 16-2, earned the number 1 seed in Class 4A, Section 8. Both Section 1 and Section 3 are loaded at the top. Pitcher Mia Kramer makes top-seeded New Prague dangerous in Section 1, while defending 4A state champion Farmington was seeded no. 2. In Section 3, Park of Cottage Grove lands an 18-1 record as the no. 1 seed, 1 spot ahead of Eastview, which emerged from the rugged South Suburban Conference with a 15-4 overall record. In Class 3A, 1 loss North Branch earned the no. 1 seed in Section 7 and appears most likely to make a state tournament run and wrest the state title from the Big 9 Conference. The league has won the past 2 3A championships and has 3 of the top 4 teams in the most current Class 3A rankings. In Class 2A, to no one's surprise, no. 1 ranked Maple Lake wrapped up an undefeated regular season and the top spot in the Section 5 playoffs. The Irish have lost just once over the past 2 seasons, to Zimbrode Mazeppa in the 2A state championship game last June. Jim Powellson boys tennis. As many as 4 teams, Mounds View, Blake, Edina and Rochester Century, have a legitimate shot at a Class 2A team state championship June 6. But it's a certainty at least one of those teams won't get there. Top-ranked Mounds View, Section 4, and no. For Rochester Century, Section 1, air virtual locks to earn state tournament berths, having earned no. 1 section seeds. It's Section 6 in Class 2A that is worth noting. Blake, the 2017 Class 1A team champions, moved up to Class 2A this season. The Bears earned the no. 1 seed in Section 6 by virtue of a 4-3 victory over number 2 seeded Edina during the regular season. Another battle for a state tournament berth exists in Class 2A, Section 2, where top-seeded Orono will try to keep 2-time defending state champion Minnetonka from a shot at a three-peat. Jim Powellson track and field. Maintaining an available track at Wayzata High School meant clearing historic April snow piles the old-fashioned way. There are rumors out there that we have heating coils, we don't. Trojans boys coach Aaron Burt joked. We plowed it, sure, Wayzata draws from well-heeled communities. But the Trojans track and field teams earned their success, sweeping last week's Class 3A True Team State meet. And more accolades are well within reach. The Trojans will challenge for team titles at June's Minnesota State High School League, trophies won by a smaller amount of top-level athletes. On the individual side, Hopkins junior Joe Fonbola has posted the state's best times in the 100 and 200-meter sprints. and he anchors the Royals' 4x100 and 4x200 relays, the state's fastest. Reed Pierinski, a senior at Pequot Lakes, paces both the 110 hurdles and 300 hurdles fields. Two female competitors also have dual event mastery to their credit. Edina's Emily Compeline recorded the top times in the 800 and 1,600, while fellow senior Natalie Wendels of Egan leads in the 100 hurdles and 300 hurdles. East Ridge senior Allison Wise is poised to win a third consecutive triple jump title. David Blavier golf. They might have missed their original tee times, but it hasn't hindered the state's best golfers from turning in record-setting performances. Chaska senior Lincoln Johnson fired a school record and personal best 7 under par 65 to win a Metro West Conference event at the Chaska Town Course. He is the #1 ranked boys golfer in the state. He tied for 4th place in the Class 3A state tournament a year ago. The Hawks are also the top-ranked team in the state. Red Wing junior Leah Herzog turned in a course record 6 under par 65 last week at the Jewel Golf Club in Lake City. Herzog, who tied for 7th place in the Class 3A state tournament last season, is the top-ranked girls golfer in the state. Wingers are in Class 2A this year. Wazetta senior Tristan Nelko might not have set any records, but he still shot an impressive 5 under par 137 to win the 2-day Northwest Classic Boys Tournament at the Detroit Country Club in Detroit Lakes. He is ranked No. 3. Ron Hagstrom baseball. It's hard to imagine that baseball teams are closing in on the 20-game allotment for the regular season a little more than a month after the largest snowstorm for the month of April in state history. The weather has continued to go from one extreme to another. But one constant remains from past years: Class 4A, Section 2 will be the toughest to conquer come playoff time. 7 of the 8 teams in the section have a winning record, 5 of which already have at least a dozen wins. Lake Conference powers Minnetonka, Edina and Eden Prairie are the best of the group, while none has overachieved more than Prior Lake and Chanhassen. Lakeville North senior battery of pitcher Nathaniel Peterson and catcher Nick Jouer combined on an outstanding performance a week ago. The left-handed Peterson threw a 2-hit shutout with 20 strikeouts in a 6-0 victory over Apple Valley. Jouer hit 2 of his 5 home runs on the season in that game. He had 8 RBI in a doubleheader earlier in the season. The Panthers, Section 1, and Stillwater, Section 6, 2 of the preseason favorites, also will play a large role in determining the Class 4A state champion this year. Ron Hagstrom lacrosse. Last Saturday the Prior Lake girls lacrosse team ended Eden Prairie's 64-game winning streak against Minnesota teams. But a state tournament rematch is no certainty. More teams with legitimate cases for postseason success makes this season so intriguing. Just reaching the state tournament means #2 Prior Lake likely must defeat #3 ranked Apple Valley in Section 6. Meanwhile, top-ranked Eden Prairie shares Section 2 with No. 5 Minnetonka. Note to the upset-minded, Eden Prairie and Blake have combined to win all 11 titles since the state tournament began in 2007. The boys' side features last year's state title game qualifiers, Benilde Street, Margaret's and defending champion Egan, holding 2 of the top 3 spots in the coaches' ranking. The runner-up Red Knights began this week, the last one of the regular season, a perfect 11-0. #1 Benilde Street. Margaret's paces a strong Section 6 that includes #4 Prior Lake and #9 Rosemount. Watch for a Section 4 title game showdown of No. 6 Mado Meet I and No. 12 Stillwater. Since 2010, Mado Meet I has won 11 consecutive games in the series. David Levieque